and it can crit. So the way that they build her, I'm gonna be paying very close attention to see how OMG builds the Talonus, because she can do so much damage. And Eagle Eye is such a good CC because every time she hits someone with Eagle Eye, they get their movement speed is completely lowered. And Zill,
Jeff. Okay.
Interesting.
This draft has morphed. It started kind of static for both teams. Then you saw the Malik pickup. And the second the Malik pickup came through, it felt like OMG drifted instantly over towards a assassin-heavy composition. They decided, okay, we want as much damage as possible. And OverClockers answered in kind. And we now have 2 stacked assassin teams. This game's gonna be nuts.
I'm curious to see how Duo is going to perform on this Annette here. And wow, look at this. This is gank. Wow.
Yeah, that's Carl going down. There's almost no way he stabilizes. The cleave will keep him up an absurdly long time, though. And that means that during that time, all of the rotations go down to bot lane. Let's just say that's a bad sign.
Yeah, he even burned his flicker.
Tower. Eagle Eye burning it down. It's well below half. And you can see the Valheim threatened as well. XH dives in on the Tulin. He'll get called out. Turtle with the Wind Blades, Wind Shift combo should find the trade, and does so. Dua's here as well. This could get very dangerous for OMG. Tornado burns down LZ, and Moon's below half HP. Turtle has to get back now, but OverClockers trade back well.
Yeah, that was just insane rotation there. Moon with the range from Talonus, knocking out Talon, and Valheim falling so quickly, but he's in big trouble here.
Lane, and that's why they opt for this. KA's going to stall, try and hold. That tower's gone. There's no way you're escaping either. Thunderbird comes through. Nature's Realm keeps him there.
1,000 gold behind the 2-lane. That is not good for Oak.
It doesn't matter though, Jeff. He still finds a kill. LZ might be in trouble. The Nature's Realm is over and below half HP, but the stall was complete. Scissor falls, and oh my god, Wise diving in. 1v3. He doesn't care. He still manages to scare all of OverClockers. The player that you were so worried about being behind. Turtle might be in trouble though. KA uses the shock and vein in the mid lane, desperately trying to clear a wave. Turtle will be pinned. LZ, his target, will be knocked low, but Turtle's pushed even further. He wind shifts aggressive. Hurricane wall to follow. Turtle somehow survives, and they have the cleave. They have the damage. LZ's so low, and OverClockers win the mid lane fight. Be able to play defense against these high burst damage characters. He's been a little bit quiet. Turtle will not be though. He'll find one. The trade needs to be there, and Dua absolutely stalls it out. Great use of the Hurricane Wall. Now KA takes the front line, moves the focus, and he's very low. He too will fall. Nature's Realm through LZ does do damage, but it's not nearly enough. And the Thunderbird onto Chihiro barely even dents him. Missile Dragon will go back to OverClockers for a team that started and still is in a gold deficit. You're darn right, they're doing a lot of damage. Turtle actually dove in to try and steal the Dark Blessing. It was Y, but he's going to survive. Dark Blessing will be triggered now. It doesn't matter. Turtle still goes down. XH might be caught out in the mid lane. A full rotate comes through though from OMG, and OverClockers need to get their players out of here. Cup barely gets to safety. If there's going to be a response, it needs to be OverClockers taking enough control to threaten the high ground tower.
Ooh, LZ, you're in a really bad spot here.
They've got the rotate though. He's the perfect bait. The Nature's Realm gives him lifesteal. There's the Hurricane Wall and shock combo. WI dives into 3. Make that 4 players, and he comes out on top. OverClockers lose 3 players in the blink of an eye. Only Dua and Chihiro survive.
LZ with the bait, and then WY with the engage on the entire enemy team. And look at the damage that Moon is doing against its towers. And the minions are coming.
This could be game. There are the minions. Low HP on the OMG side. They've got Nature's Realm though. They can't even get close. There's the focus on tower in the meantime, but the minions do fall. One more wave comes through the mid lane. No respawns for 8 more seconds. Dua tries to contest, but he can't. And OMG take a game in front of the Vietnamese crowd. To me, that should be what they're running pretty obviously. However, I don't think his hero pool includes Jinnar, because once again, they're having to transition from the Chinese edition of the game, which is significantly different. So instead, they're hovering over heroes that have pretty one-to-one comparisons in the Chinese edition, and they settle on L'Oreal, who is not great.
L'Oreal's not working that well. XH, I haven't seen him this weak in the mid lane in a long time. KA is going to engage. He's going to land onto LZ. He's in big trouble. Red Rush is going to come out to save. The crowd is going wild, but he doesn't get the kill, and KA is now in deep trouble. This is going crazy back and forth. He's going to jump back in and potentially get a kill on AH. What a play by KA. He's going to fall, and then WY is going to fall as well. He barely gets out with the unstoppable duo as well. 1% health on both of them, and they're going to get to safety. This is insane how it's going back and forth here. Play Chihiro and his Kali has been really showing up here. And oh my god. That was insane. WY went in there, Death's Embrace onto Elsu. They get the kill onto Turtle. Then Caesar's duo falls as well. And this is looking horrible for OCS here. KA has to back off now. Chihiro's going to wait in the bush and be very cautious on this Kali here. KA looking for an engager. LZ's in big trouble, but he activates Nelchi's realm. But look at the damage from the Kali ultimate. Kate's gonna be caught out. Turtle's gonna jump in, and Malik ultimate comes on the back line. And look, they can secure the kill onto Turtle. That's not good for OverClockers. Elsu's going to fall. And look at the engage there. OMG is able to get another kill. L'Oreal secures the kill onto Dua, but LZ does fall. Scissor's in big trouble here. L'Oreal again.
Really don't like that much. He's building with a lot of focus on his auto attacks, his base attacks, as opposed to his snipe. And, well, we've seen that do badly for him. Now the threat comes in for this tower. XH is actually pinned down and dropped quite low. Scissor will find the kill. LZ's Nature's Realm, in the meantime, has been slowing down the fight, but finding very little damage. And Turtle is finally able to blow up LZ in the front lines. They're so low, and this tower should be theirs.
Yeah, that was crazy. Scissor literally made that fight. That beautiful Malik engage.
My goodness!
Wow.
Dark Slayer, Dark Dominion will land. It's a reset. OCS lose their players, but they've stalled out and bought time. And now Turtle will find the snipe. KA dives in. The cleave doesn't quite catch Moon, who's so very low. The death sight not either. It's only KA's re-dive underneath the tower that finds the kill.
OMG here. And Turtle's attack damage, he's doing a lot of auto attack damage though against LZ here.
Oh, Chihiro needs to get out of there. There's good shielding, but Moon's got the chase. Scissor will land a shock. That slows things down, but he's already lost almost all of his team. Turtle on the Elsu, again, almost ineffective. That mid-tower does fall. Scissor needs to clear a wave himself, and he can't quite find the damage. Finally, a snipe does crit, and that will result in a good shock coming through. They find the early kill. KA follows through. Dark Dominion locks down XH. And finally, OverClockers stabilize.
Oh no, that's a lot of pierce and a lot of damage there. So watch the hero, because if he lands a really good ultimate, it could be GG.
There's shock. Scissor, deep dive in. Nature's Realm will be spent as well. Dua does take the vast majority of the damage. He's the tank. He can manage it. Scissor dives into the middle of the team, just trying to catch them out, slow them down, and he takes a lot of damage for it. OMG do lose the trading, but it's narrow. Moon is dueling Ka in the meantime, and KA will be able to get away. There's Dark Dominion. Moon, very low, will go down narrowly to the soul summoning.
Yeah, that late game, he does have no counter to us. So look at that. Wow. That snipe did not do that much.
No,
but when it hits the violet, it does a ton.
But he's doing a lot in the auto attacks, which does pay dividends. His 2 kills go the way of OverClockers. WY did have a respawn. Now here's a dive. Moon in the backlines. Annihilates Turtle. That's a major pick. Dua will Dark Dominion. That slows down the kills, but they come nevertheless. KA gets 2. Red Stallion through. The Conqueror keeping him alive. And he wins a 1v3 in the backlines with the kill onto Moon as well. That is insane. He should even win this trade. The only surviving player is this Violet, who did stall out, won the trade against Scissor. KA needs to 1v5, and I don't think even he is willing to try that.
And they have built anti-regen as well. They've countered on any type of lifesteal from their opponent team.
Jeff, this is a comeback within a comeback within a comeback. And KA is about to be killed, meaning that OMG are coming back from that. KA will go down twice. In the meantime, OverClockers work out the Abyssal Dragon in their favor.
we'll see how this will work out because he is late game. He is going to do a ton of damage and he has to land that damage on to 686. So L'Oreal is so tanky.
KA has a deep dive in. Oh my goodness, he's found another kill. In the meantime, Moon will get attacked by that shock. He can't find the kills. Dua lands in Dark Dominion. There's the death sight. Dive comes through, but Moon can't find the kill. Now a respawn, thanks to the Blade of Eternity. WY will get one, but that is all as only Turtle and KA fall, and that's another team fight victory to OverClockers. Constantly there is split lane pressure from them. Moon always trying to find a flank. They'll put 3 players here though, and KA tries to dive into the midst. He'll go down even with the Blade of Eternity.
KA, what are you doing? Even though you are to get right back in the game. If you're the team that's kind of behind and have the weaker comp late game, but Chihiro's gonna come in.
That's gonna zone the back. It almost gets stolen, as is very low HP across the board. I'm not sure they're that low. Dua will go in, trying to take the fight. WI caught out by 4. Deep dive on the Turtle. He stays alive. Now the snipes can't come through. They're doing real damage onto the Violet, who will fall. It doesn't matter. You have the Abyssal buff. That's a major start and a major team fight back to OverClockers. Even as we speak, the high ground falls and OMG are under serious threat.
They just won that. They caught out KA, but then OMG splits up. What was Moon and XH doing? If they stayed in the fight with 686, they may have turned that around. This is insane.
There's that L-suit damage and the shock through. XH caught out, pinned down by the Dark Dominion. Ethereal Pulse will take him down. The core will fall, and OverClockers fight back a game 2.
So OMG has a chance if they can turn it around in mid game. I think
my goodness.
Amelie might be picked into Richter. Yeah, because she works well into Richter. Once the wave is clear, she can do whatever she wants to Richter because she has that passive where she does 50% extra damage against her opponent if there's no other enemies around her. That dual passive, it makes her so strong. She can literally outduel the Richter. I think that's why Amelie is picked into this Richter here. It's going to be very interesting to see how the side lanes match up, because that's going to decide the aggressive rotations and jungle invades. It's all going to come down to side lane, because Tulin's going to win this early mid game.
Not sure how this Amelie matchup will go. We've, I think, seen only 2 or 3 successful Amelies in competitive play, most of them in the GCS. Here's a dive. XH, that's very good. Chihiro already melted. They'll get 2 kills early as Scissor takes a while to fall, but will do so. And OMG start things off well.
Yeah, Amelie needs to build more of a damage build, but look at this. This is really dangerous. They're going to rotate down to this dragon, but OverClockers might be able to secure it.
A dive in from OMG. That's brutal damage. OverClockers only have 3 players remaining. Make that 2 as Chihiro's caught out again.
They were so lucky there. S686, he missed the death from above in that engage. If he landed it, it would have went his way.
Watch XH. KA falls, and it's because XH is there. The damage has to be split, which means it's a strong lead to OMG. KA is trying to find some of that back with jungle pressure. Y does lose the initial duel versus the Amelie, but now everyone else is here. The passive will be worthless, and KA's gone. Dua needs to leap to safety, and it's another devastating early game kill to OMG.
On 0 kills on OverClockers and 0 deaths from OMG.
Might be under threat here, but you can see they're just handling it beautifully. XH melts Scissor and pushes Dua out of position. He too will fall, and the Abyssal's just coming up. Here's the tower under threat. KA has no way to hold it down. Maybe there's revenge potential if Dua can land a good metamorphosis. There's a nice Earth Splitter. Read that though. Turtle already low, and XH has shown up. Power surge snipe. That was brutal, and they have follow up. XH will get 2 as Dua and KA both fall. Dua.
Oh, Dua's in big trouble.
Here. He's safe. It was temporary. He's still got metamorphosis. They'll spend it. Try and contest the dragon. KA dives Moon. He can't do enough damage. He's already gone. Annihilated by XH. Turtle falls as well. The shock lands, but all of Scissor's teammates are already dead. It's a complete team wipe over the Abyssal Dragon.
That was insane, TJ. That engage. KA, I don't know why he went in. Why are you focusing Moon? Moon is not your focus. Moon is actually kind of tanky with the Frost Cape there. He needed to focus down XH. Again, XH is the reason why they're able to secure all these kills and that insane burst damage. That was just a crazy ace from OMG.
1 kill, 1 pistol away from a perfect game, but OMG definitely had a clean game.